Good evening. We welcome you here to the West Valley City Council meeting. We will call our meeting to order. We announce that we have all council members present, and with that we will begin our meeting this evening. Council member Karen Lang has the opening ceremony.
Would you please join me with the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Next on our agenda, special recognitions. No scout troops here tonight, although we do have one elected official, Representative Fred Cox. We welcome you here tonight. I assume you're here on other business, not on legislative business, but welcome. We appreciate you being here. Then the other special recognition, I would like to just take a moment and to recognize an employee who is retiring after many years of service here at the city, who has served the city council. Sherry McKendrick has fulfilled that role for, I don't know, a lot of years. And I believe tonight, is this the last council meeting tonight? Okay, well, thank you. Couldn't let you go, at least for my part. I've only been here a year and a half, but Sherry has certainly made it easy for me to learn and to perform here to some degree of efficiency and correctness. So personally, I certainly appreciate the work that she has done, and certainly for everything that she has done for the city for many years. Now, she'll still take care of some business tonight that she officially has to do on our agenda. But certainly, best wishes to you. Enjoy retirement, and please don't do like me and retire and then go back to work. Actually enjoy it. And then I thought there was someone else who had...
I want to say something, if this is Sherry's last meeting. Just, you know, the council works closely with the city recorder, and the city recorder helps us do our jobs more effectively and efficiently. And Sherry's been great at that and is known in broad circles for her professionalism and her good work as a city recorder. However, what I will miss the most is that from Sherry is that her deep knowledge and love for this city. Sherry's one of the few people that still correctly identifies 5450 West as Marshall Street. And I think those are some of the neat touches and some of the community touches that makes her special in working in a special environment in our beloved West Valley City. So thank you, Sherry, for all that you brought to the city over its young and formative years, and that you'll be missed.
Thank you. Then with that, I will move forward to the comment period. We'll thank Sherry individually afterwards for her work, and so we don't want to embarrass her too much here, but certainly appreciate her. We'll go to our comment period. We now go to the public for comments. These comments are limited to 5 minutes on any topic. Mr. Cox, I noticed that you signed up. Were you actually here to speak on application S11 2015?
I was.
Okay. There will be a public input portion for that, so if you would wait till then, unless you have some other issue you want to deal with. But if it's on that, just wait and we'll give you an opportunity. Apart from that, Mr. Paul Nichols is here, and we invite you to come forward.
Paul C. Nichols. I live at 5329 West, 4100 South. I'm hearing the same thing. What are we doing about the traffic speed on 4100? They tell me they're going to put gadget out there. I've never seen it yet. I went fishing last Tuesday in Mayfield, got a little sign, speed sign, tell you how fast you go. We don't get nothing here. See them on the side streets. Can't do nothing on the side street. Let's get this. In fact, the guy helped me put the sign beside my house. He says, hell, I can't hardly hear nothing. The traffic is going by so fast. So, are we going to get anything done with it, about that? No, I'm waiting. What
Are you
we
through
what are
with
we
your
gonna do?
comments then?
Yeah, what are we going to do about it?
Well, the rule is that you have the time. And so we won't interrupt you or take away from your time. We'll respond or not after you're finished with your remarks.
Okay.
Because we don't want to
Because
debate
I'm
you.
the same, I chirp the same thing. I set at Terry's, or Corey's dad's tomato stand in the morning, and they're going by there, swish, 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 swish. You know? In the afternoon, it's the same way. In the morning, same way. Oh, and the kids are going, they was practicing today, racing down the street. So, okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Anyone else to speak from the public? If not, we'll close the public comment portion and we'll come back to the city, or to the council, our city manager. Any comments?
I don't believe so, sir.
Okay, to the council. Okay, in response to the question, I would say, could you check and see what is planned for that? If they're going to put one of those signs up there. Typically, those are put up for a short time and moved around the city. We must have a few of those, so.
Yes, sir, I will.
Okay. If you just let us know and maybe give Mr. Nichols a call as if that's going to happen or not. Okay. With that then, we go to item number 6, public hearings. We have before us an application S11-2015. And I just need to change here and get to the right spot. Okay. This was filed by Fred Cox, so it's an amendment to Lot 31A in the West Valley Truck Center subdivision for final plat approval. That's 5557 West, 2400 South. And as I recall, this was going to be, I read it, these items have all been heard by the council before last week. However, I was not here, but I did read through the information, and I believe that this is going to be divided into 3 lots. Is that right? Was this the same one as I remember? And is in conjunction with some of the things that are happening there on 2400 South, where we're extending that road out, and these will all be fairly large parcels, as I recall.
Over 1 acre, sir.
Oh, there it is, over 1 acre. Yeah. So, and when that, and this will all take place now, but of course was preparation for when that street is extended out to 5600 West. That is the issue before us. And with that, we will now declare open a public input period for people to comment on this application. And so I know, Mr. Cox, you have indicated you'd like to speak to that, and then we'll see if there are any others after that. Please come forward.
My name is Fred Cox. I live at 4466 Early Duke Street. And I am in West Valley, and I'm an architect and representing Jack Gupta, who is one of the owners of this parcel. As you mentioned, with the additional street being installed there, we had hoped to be able to incorporate this particular change at the same time, and the timing did not work. For him to be able to develop those this parcel, or to be able to sell, it's a pretty big lot, and we designed it in such a way that he can have up to 3 different owners of that particular property. Well, it's likely that he'll probably hang on to one of them. But this will fix it so that there will be access on the 2 side roads. It's very unlikely that UDOT will give us access on 5600 West. But I don't have anything else unless you happen to have any questions later on. But
I don't see any questions, so thank you.
thank you.
Is there anyone else here to speak on this application? Seeing none, then we will close the public input portion, and that is now closed. We come back to the council for comments or action. Excuse me. I should say, though, that we're now going to address ordinance number 15-30, which is our method of approving this application. So to the council.
Mayor, move for approval of ordinance 15-30.
We have a motion to approve.
Second.
We have a second. We've got those noted. The motion is properly before us. Any comments? Seeing no comments. Fairly routine, it looks like. Then we will place it for a vote. All in favor of approving ordinance number 15-30, amending Lot 31A of West Valley Truck Center lots 16, 17, and 31. That subdivision. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passes unanimously. The ordinance is approved. We now go to resolutions. We start with 15-136. This is to approve an interlocal agreement between West Valley City, Taylorsville City, UDOT, and TEA Group Transportation Engineering. This is for the construction management of traffic signal improvements at the intersections on 4100 South, the 1300 West, 2700 West, and 40th West. And I believe that was all that the information. This is in conjunction with the federal aid agreement to put these things in place. So with that then, to the council for comment or action on this resolution.
Mayor, I move for approval of resolution 15-136.
Second.
We have a motion and a second for resolution 15-136. Any further discussion? And again, we note that these items were heard by the council previously, so this is their second review by the council. Seeing no further discussion, I'll place it for a vote. All in favor of approving resolution 15-136, the interlocal cooperative agreement, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passes unanimously. The resolution is approved. We now go to resolution 15-137. This is to award a contract to Bowen Construction for a sidewalk project along 3500 South between 6770 West and 6800 West. And this is a school walkway or corridor, and so that is where children walk to school. To go up 6800 West, I assume there to the school. And so this is a very positive thing, and we are getting to these. These are our priority projects for sidewalks within the city around schools for making it safer for our children. So with that introduction then to the council for comment or action.
I move for approval, resolution 15-137.
We have a motion to approve.
Second.
We got a second. It's properly before us. Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll place it for a vote. All in favor of approving resolution 15-137, a contract for sidewalk construction to Bowen Construction, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passes unanimously. The resolution is approved. We now go to resolution 15-138. This is to award a contract to England Construction. This is for the 7200 West pipe replacement project. This is for a storm drain along the east side of 7200 West, of course, since that's the side that's in West Valley. between 3500 South and 3357 South. That drain has failed in several locations, created some sinkholes, and this will replace it with a new reinforced concrete pipe. $197,000 out of our stormwater utility fund. That is the issue. So to the council now for comment or action.
Mayor, I move for approval of resolution 15-138.
Have a motion, do we have a second?
Second?
We have a second, that's properly before us now. Any further discussion? Seeing no further discussion, we'll place it for a vote. All in favor of approving Resolution 15-138 to award a contract to England Construction for that 7200 drain pipe, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passes unanimously. The resolution is approved. We now go to item 8 on our agenda, new business. We begin with A, which is for the purpose of convening as a board of canvassers. And what I will state is that I now declare that we are convened as a board of canvassers for the municipal primary election held August 11, 2015. Freudian slip. He showed me a document with 2013 on it. That was in the other meeting, sorry. So for 2015, is that correct then? We're now officially as a board of canvassers. And what this is that we have, and I believe that you've seen the document, we had a copy that was sent to you electronically, and also there was one here. I think most of you have seen this, and giving the official results for the primary election, and those who will go forward to the regular municipal election in November. Now, do I need to give those totals and those individuals, or is it sufficient in the document?
It's in the document. If you'd like to read it out loud, that's fine.
Yeah, let's read it out loud. The election results were for council member District 1, 4-year term. Boy, I can't get the numbers right. Let's see if I get these, watch me and make sure I get these right. Tom Hune received 603 votes, Larry Wiley 232, and Joe Garcia 97. As a result of that, the two top vote getters, Tom Hune and Larry Wiley, will now be in the regular general election in November and on the ballot for people to vote. Those are the results that we received. That was the only contested race in West Valley City. So that is the information there. And in conjunction with that, we will now consider Resolution 15-139, whether to accept and approve the results of the municipal primary election as shown in the canvass report. So to the council now for any comment or action.
Mayor, I'll move for approval of resolution 15-139.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. It's properly before us. Any further discussion or comment? If not, then we will place that for a vote as the Board of Canvassers. If you are in favor of accepting and approving the canvass report, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passes unanimously. The canvass report is approved. We will now go back to our regular council and consider our next item on the agenda. It's application number S-9-2015, filed by Ivory Homes, requesting final plat approval for Park Vista Subdivision Phase 2. This is at 7100 West 4100 South. This is the second phase there, and will complete, I think, that whole empty field that is there next to the little playground that got installed there. I think the other work is progressing on phase 1 rapidly, and so let's see, density 2.9 units per acre, 33 lots, 11.3 acres. Lot sizes range from 10,000 to a little over 13,000 square feet. The average size of 10,375. And so everything will be coordinated, of course, with the city as far as streets and all other infrastructure developments. With that introduction then to the council for comment or action.
Yeah, this is going to be an exciting addition to West Valley City, and like I said, the new park that's going in there. As I mentioned last week, that one of the things that was most important to me with lots, with us giving in on lot size and setback size to accommodate this development, and also with the number of homes having shallow lots that back onto 4100 South, I felt that an enhanced tree canopy would be appropriate and a necessary trade-off for giving the applicant the setbacks that they needed for this project. So I would move for approval of application S9 2015, with just the addition to the list of improvements on that enhanced tree canopy on 4100 South as discussed in the preliminary plat approval.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a second. It's properly before us. Further discussion and comment? Seeing none, we'll place it for a vote. All in favor of approving application number S-9-2015, filed by Ivory Homes for final plat approval for Park Vista Subdivision Phase 2, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passed unanimously. The application is approved. We'll now consider application number S-12-2015, filed by Don Francis, requesting final plat approval for Iris Gardens Subdivision. This is located at 3777 South, 3200 West. And this is, I believe that it's going to be subdivided into 4 lots. That's been just a vacant area. There is a home on one of those, I believe. But the other 3 will have now access either on 3200 West or the street into that little subdivision, that little, it's not a cul-de-sac, it's kind of a, and it's not a circle, but just a little interior block there. This is the only access to those homes in there. And this will create 3 new lots for homes. And so with that introduction, we will turn to the council for comment or action.
Mayor, I move for approval of application S-12-2015.
We have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have the second. It's properly before us. Any further discussion to this motion? Seeing none, all those in favor of approving application S-12-2015, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passed unanimously. The application is approved. We now go to application S-13-2015, filed by Anderson, Whalen and Associates, requesting final plat approval for property located at 5600 West and 4100 South for America First Federal Credit Union. That is what they will be building a branch office there, and then a portion of the property will be for another business, an auto zone, as I understand it, for that location there. And everything has been properly worked out for the widening of the road that will take place on that side eventually with the project when UDOT brings Mountain View Corridor down to 4100 South and enlarges that intersection. So everything there is, it's going to be 2 commercial lots for those 2 items. And I'm just looking, 1.8 acres on Lot 1, where America First Credit Union is. Lot 2, 1.05 acres to the north of it. With that introduction then, to the council for comment or action.
Mayor, move for approval of application S13, 2015.
We have a motion properly before us. Do we have a second?
Second.
We've got a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll place that for a vote. All in favor of approving application S13, 2015 by Anderson Law and Associates, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passed unanimously. The application is approved. We'll now consider application number SD-1-2015. This was filed by West Valley City's Public Works Department for the purpose of dedicating 6400 West, portions of Parkway Boulevard, and portions of 2540 South. The road has been completed, and therefore now the next step is to make sure that that has been dedicated as a public right-of-way. With that introduction, to the council for comment or action.
Mayor, I move for approval of application SD1-2015.
We have a motion to approve. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have the second. Any further discussion to this request to dedicate those streets? Seeing none, we'll place it for a vote. All in favor of approving application SD-1-2015 by the Public Works Department of West Valley City, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passed unanimously. The application is approved. We have on our consent agenda 2 items. Resolution 15-140, right-of-way agreement. Let's see, to accept the warranty deed and then also a grant of temporary construction easement, this 6800 West. And then resolution 15-141, again the same thing, and this is on that 7200 West storm drain project and temporary grant or temporary construction easement. Those are the 2 items on our agenda. That's the introduction. You can make a motion or discuss both of them together or separate them as the council deems appropriate. To the council.
Mayor, I move approval of the 2 right-of-way agreements of the consent agenda.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. It's properly before us. Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll place it for a vote. All in favor of approving our consent agenda consisting of resolutions 15-140 and 15-141, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passes unanimously. Those resolutions and our consent agenda are approved. That completes our general agenda. Any further items from the council? I don't believe there's a need for an executive session, so.
No, sir.
Any further items? Seeing none, we'll take one final motion.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn. All in favor of adjourning, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Motion passed unanimously. We are adjourned. Thank you for coming tonight, and have a good evening.